Ooh. Oh, no. Nope. No, no, no.
I wonder what Gerda's up to.
So Gerda's not here. Or
I wonder what
Gerda.
Gerda's up to.
Okay. Maybe the letter's waiting for us outside, or maybe we have to go down to the post office? You would think that he would send it right here, but Gabriel is not the smartest knife in the drawer. Or the sharpest knife in the drawer is the better way to phrase that. Okay. Alright, let's go into town. Maybe he did send it to the post office. Ring.
Guten Tag.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakimura. Ich habe etwas für Sie.
Oh, I'm assuming that means yes. Excellent.
Oh, it's from Gabriel.
Ja, das ist vom Schattenjäger. Ja.
Schattenjäger, what does that mean? It's like something hunter.
Gabriel is a working partner and...
This lady's like, sure, whatever you want to believe.
Danke.
Bitte, brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Okay, well, I think we're done talking with her for now.
Danke.
I don't think we have anything to send to her. So I guess let's read the letter that Gabriel sent to Grace. Yep. Okay.
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Guten Tag and all that. I'm sure you and Gertie are hitting it off.
Oh yeah, they're really
Thanks
hitting
for
it
finding
off.
the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there.
We're definitely on to a good line.
You should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry. Something like that.
Oh my
I really
god.
think you should spend some time looking into it.
Okay.
Don't worry. Things are going very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. Don't worry, though. I met a police detective named Lieber, so I have backup.
Do you,
I'll
Gabriel?
be finished soon. Sit tight and enjoy your visit till I get there.
You know, I don't know if you
Does he
called
think
up
I'm on
Lieber.
vacation here? No address. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I don't know if you called up Lieber, he would have your back. Yeah, there's definitely something going on at the hunting club, but they're very good at making no one person the most obvious. Like, Von Zeld is obviously a strong contender, but Von Glauer and Von Eigner are both very suspicious. The others are, you know, less so. What the
I
hell is
wonder
this?
what kind of flowers these are.
Yeah, this is something that we're probably gonna have to come back to. Okay, so how are we gonna investigate this? I guess we can call back the guy that we, yeah, remember we called Professor Barkley, yeah. But he did say someone was going to call us, if he remembered to make the call, but maybe we can have a chat with our friend over here. Maybe he knows something. Maybe there's somebody we can talk to about Ludwig and the castle that we have to look for.
Guess they're closed.
Oh, nobody's there. Oh, that's the first time. Okay. We can go into the dungeon, but I don't know why we would want to go here. No, nothing new. Okay. Where would we want to go? Maybe we can talk to our friend who runs the bar here. Oh. Oh, right. The demonologists. All right, well, let's talk with you first. How's it going, friend?
Yes.
Okay, I guess we can ask about the case.
I was wondering if you've changed your mind about telling me where Gabriel is. It's really important.
No. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. This actor is so charming.
Thanks.
Bitte.
Ooh. That's kind of interesting. That actually reminds me of kind of, what is it called? Oh, man. It reminds me of an indie game where, I don't want to spoil it because it's very interesting how it plays out, but I think it's just called, like, Don't Die or something. Like, Don't Die 4? Something like that. It's very interesting. If you're interested in creating that story, I would look into it. Oh yeah, these two. I love these
Hi,
two
I'm Grace
two
Nakamura from the
kooks.
castle. Am I interrupting?
Heavens, no.
Have a seat, Miss Nakamura.
Well, I might.
Oh, I love a good eccentric character.
Nice. We just finished our breakfast. Do you want something?
Oh.
No, thanks.
Good for you. I can never turn down food myself. Now you.
Oh,
just
you know
tell
this
us
place
all
has good
about
food.
Sugar pie.
Okay. I'm assuming we can ask them about some stuff now. Okay. Tell me about yourselves.
You mentioned the other night that you were a demonologist. What is that exactly?
Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, honey.
Okay.
What Emma and I really do is to help protect people.
Oh.
Protect them from what?
Well, do you believe
assuming
in the
demons.
devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Okay.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will attack the living. And most folks don't know what to do once they've been attacked. We try to help protect people.
How can you protect people from demons?
Best protection is faith in God, of course.
Oh,
But
yes, I'm
sometimes
sure.
faith isn't enough. Sometimes we have to delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your shot and joggers are just the same.
We are? I mean,
Oh, no.
he is?
Of course. The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting. I just read about a group called Manos del Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schattenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Okay. The battle between dark and light, good and evil. I mean, it's just, many different names for the same thing, I guess. All right, well, what do you know about Ludwig II?
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Sure, we saw his castles, didn't we, Mother?
We sure
Oh.
did. Why do you ask?
So they did the
Well,
tour.
I found a letter in the Schattenjäger library warning Ludwig about the Black Wolf.
Ooh.
Who wrote the letter?
One of Gabriel's ancestors.
Yes.
A
One of the Ritters.
Seems like whoever was using me as a megaphone helped you find that letter. Perhaps you should follow the path something's pointing at. Look into Ludwig.
Okay.
I intend to.
Okay. Good to know that that's the right direction. That sounds like a really interesting story, Colt. I would highly recommend checking out the game I mentioned because it does kind of play into that idea. I don't want to spoil exactly how or what, but it's interesting. You might get some interesting ideas from it.
The other night you said something about the Black Wolf. What did you mean? Where did you hear that name?
Oh, audio,
I
people.
wasn't the one talking.
Gotta make sure your levels aren't blowing
I
out.
don't understand.
Well, that's quite all right. The point is, it would be a very good idea to answer those questions, and we must work together to do so.
Okay.
Of course I'll help you, Pumpkin. I'd like to know myself, wouldn't I? It isn't every day one's taken over by a disembodied spirit, and I don't much care for it, thank you.
You're not
Okay.
talking about a seance, are you?
Oh, heavens, no.
Thank God.
Himmel's right. I'm much better at tarot cards.
Oh, good,
I can
good.
read for you or for someone else if you prefer.
Huh. Interesting. Well, what else do you know about the Black Wolf?
Are you sure you don't know anything about the Black Wolf?
I never did, dear. I told you.
It's just the
Really,
spirit.
you mustn't confuse the vessel
Channeling.
with the voice. All I remember was seeing a very bright flash like lightning.
Okay.
Next thing I knew, Em'll have me outside. Whatever it was very powerful. Very powerful.
I love these FMV games, especially because it feels like everyone involved knew how kind of cheesy it was, but also they fully commit. Like they have no sense of irony in what they're doing. Like they are fully giving themselves to these weird and wild stories and these characters. It's great.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do my tarot reading.
Don't you worry now. I know what I'm doing.
I bet you do. Ooh, what is it going to say?
Push your vital energies into the cards.
Ooh. What does the future spell for Grace?
This is your soul card. That which applies to all of your lifetimes.
Okay.
It's the Empress.
Lifetimes.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's it mean?
It means that your soul's journey is one of leadership. There's great strength here and intelligence.
I mean, that's true.
This card represents what you're like in this lifetime. It's the chariot.
Ooh.
Self-discipline. Control. You need to feel you have a plan, that you're testing your abilities.
I mean, that does sound like Gray so far.
It's very masculine. In combination with the Empress, it tells me that you're currently exploring your male side. You
Interesting.
seek out great achievement, but it does have its price.
Doesn't sound anything like me.
Oh, come on,
Yes,
Grace.
dear.
Sounds a little bit
The
like
third
you.
card represents the other. You've pulled the Magician.
Ooh.
Who is he, dear?
Excuse me?
Your other, the Magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major
Gabriel.
Arcana.
My other?
Everyone has an other. Let's see. I bet it's the Schottenjäger.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The Schottenjäger? Gabriel Knight?
Oh.
Name of power.
It is a name of power.
Yes, powerful, this one.
It's a good
the
name.
Magician is dexterous and cunning, mischievous and manipulative,
That's Gabriel, all right.
Uh-huh.
and very strong with magical and occult powers. Now, this is interesting because your card, the Chariot, is all logic and reasoning, while his, the Magician, is spiritual and intuitive. You two are quite a pair.
A powerful
The
pair
fourth
indeed.
card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment.
Okay.
Your immediate destiny. It's the Strength or Lust card.
Oh.
Lust?
Not that kind of lust, dear. It's a trial card. Finding the strength to continue some difficult journey.
I love the guy in the
It also
scene is like
represents
just mugging enough.
Integration of conflicting energies. That must be your Chariot and his Magician energies. Strength also means bonding those energies, loving without judgment, learning to love the beast.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Beast Day. Interesting.
What is this trial, dear? Do you know?
Well, Gabriel and I are involved with a case right now.
Uh-huh.
It will be a hard time. You must let your love give you power. Use the positive energy of your union or you may not succeed.
I think you have the wrong idea.
I think
Gabriel
she's
and I
reading
just
pretty
work
close.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But if I might just suggest...
Whatever you
When
say.
you're facing negative forces, the positive energy of love is a very vital weapon. You make yourself vulnerable when you resist your own tools.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's some
helpful.
good advice.
I hope so, dear.
That is some very interesting advice. Okay. What about Gabriel's tarot?
Maybe we should do a reading for Gabriel.
Oh,
Ooh.
let's! It's a little like spying on someone
I was going to say, are you
What
allowed
the
to do a
heck?
reading for someone who isn't in the room? Feels very unethical. Very illicit.
Reach out to the cards and to think about
Again, I
his
love that
essence.
the guy in the scene is like just mugging enough perfectly
His
for
soul
this.
card is the Magician. Yes, dear.
Uh-huh.
It reflects your other exactly.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather hold out for David Copperfield.
And his lifetime card,
She wants a real magician.
oh goodness, the Lovers.
Ooh.
You mean the sole purpose of his life is in his pants? Doesn't surprise
Oh,
me.
come on.
It's not what you think, dear. It's a duality card. As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of
Ooh.
thing. His
Very
challenge
conflicting.
is to integrate the conflicting parts of himself. Until he does, he'll never find peace. And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of him.
Oh.
Find a way to love the worst as you already love the best.
You're really reaching.
Mother.
She just really ships it.
His other is the High Priestess.
Let me guess. That's me, right?
No, dear, it's
No.
not. The High
Interesting.
Priestess represents psychic mysteries, deep wisdom. This is a very different energy from your earthy one.
Yeah, the chariot.
This must be our connection.
Hmm.
To the voice, dear! Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This
Oh.
force is represented by the High Priestess.
Yeah, maybe it's not a
That's not
person,
much
but more of
help.
an entity or an energy.
What about the Black Wolf?
But it is a help, dear. The High Priestess
Also, maybe
is
it's
a
von
spiritual
Glauer.
guide card if ever there was one. The message must have been a warning.
If this force is connected to Gabriel, and if he's so very psychic, then why doesn't it just go to him? Why say it to me?
Maybe Gabriel's blocked.
Yeah, maybe he's not sensitive to
purposefully
it.
Blocking. There is that duality business. Let's go on and see if it becomes clear. The fourth card, remember, represents the current situation.
Yes.
It's death.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nothing to
That's
worry
not good.
about then.
Now you just leave interpretation up to me, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card.
Yeah, death is
Dying to
usually
one
a
thing
transformation.
And being born to another. It is painful, but it isn't necessarily bad.
That's
Two
curious.
of Wands. Oh my.
Oh no.
What?
What does it mean?
A 2 is not good here. Wands is Mars in Aries. That's a war card. In conjunction with the death card,
That sounds like
there
a
are two
bad
possible
transformation.
transformations.
2 transformations?
Yes, dear. Gabriel is waging a spiritual battle. The transformation might be good
Damn.
or evil. That must be the purpose of the High Priestess. She's trying to guide him.
So you think he really might be in danger?
Oh, yes, dear. Gabriel's
damn.
very essence is at stake. If he takes the wrong path with his powers,
It could all come to
Imola
ruin.
and I will stay in town. You must let me know if anything else happens that we can read for clues.
God damn you,
Let the
Gabriel.
Force use you.
Him and his big himbo energy.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us.
You know what? An
stop
absolute
by.
pleasure. You two are great.
Thanks.
I know, they're very good. I enjoy the scenes with them very much. They're very silly. In such like a charming, delightful way. Okay, so we got our tarot readings from them. We still need to find out more about Ludwig. But I'm assuming, yeah, nothing here, right? Okay. Maybe we can go back and call... Go back to the castle and call the professor again? That'd be my best guess. We still... What do we... I think, what do we need to do with Grace? It's mainly the investigation, right? It's like we need to get her onto...
What is up to?
Onto, the searching the castles, I guess. Even though it seems like just a wild goose chase that she is being sent on by Gabriel, but I guess there's no telling until we get there. Okay, I wonder if we can go... Can we go into the secret passage again? Is this, like, just open now for us? Ah. Okay, so can we go into Gerda's room? I guess we should probably also save, eh? Yeah. Alright. Tarot time is... Ooh. Quality time. Well, I guess let's try...
I don't want to go back into Gerda's
Ah.
bedroom. She might catch me in there.
Yeah, since we don't know where she is, that would probably be a dumb idea. What happens if we go down here, though? Yeah, last time we were here, basically...
The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms left to restore than I thought.
Yeah, it seems like maybe we'll get something here later that we can interact with, but it seems like empty for
Grace
now.
Nakamura.
And nothing over here. Okay, so let's go back up. Maybe we can find something in the library. Maybe the phone will ring when we're in there. Yeah, that'd be my best guess. Unless, yeah. We call our professor friend again? That's one of the few things that I can think of off the top of my head. Professor Barkley's card.
Professor Barkley will call when he finds out
Okay.
something.
So we're waiting for his call, not the other way around. We're not going to check back in with him. So at some point, I guess we're going to have to come back here. Or I guess periodically come back here. Anything that we can get here? Any other books?
I wish I could read these biographies of Ludwig. Wait a minute.
Well, there's Ludwig II, right?
Ludwig II, fairy tale king of Bavaria.
Ah.
I didn't see this before. Yep, English.
Oh, wow. Well, isn't that convenient? Okay. All right, well, let's take a look at this. Since it's actually in English, we can read it. Oh, wow. Now that is a pose. Okay, let's go. Ludwig remained throughout his life both very bright and very naive. He was an introvert who seemed to be constantly out of sync with traditional views of rulership, money, and human relationships. The world ever failed to match his ideals. Perhaps this was the fault of his sheltered upbringing as future king. He never was introduced to the real world, and the real world failed to interest him as an adult. In his youth, Ludwig was in fine physical condition and loved to hike alone in the Alps and ride horses. He had a hunting lodge, Schachen? Let's go Schachen. Specifically for this purpose. Unfortunately, in 1872, a rather traumatic hunting accident befell the king at Schachen, and his leg was cruelly damaged. He never fully recovered from the incident, and his hiking and riding ceased. His physical health deteriorated from that time on, and explains why he looked so unhealthy in later years. Other than his long-standing relationship with the Empress Elizabeth of Austria and his mother, the relationships Ludwig attempted with others were nearly always a disappointment for him and a bewilderment for his partners. He would become obsessed with someone, a singer, an artist, a nobleman, or a peasant, and would bombard them with gifts, praise, and favors. When they would fail to return the depths of rapturous passion he required, the singular adoration and humble obedience he expected, he would grow disappointed and cut himself off from them. That is a very bad way to build relationships. The objects of his interest were occasionally women, usually ones he fell in love with after seeing them in idealized roles on the stage. But they were more often young men who fit his fantasies of the heroic sagas like Lohengrin and Percival that he so loved. A good example of the king's obsessive behavior in relationships is the following letter from the Königlich Bayerische Archives, which this author was privileged to access. It is dated 1864, and it was written by Ludwig's manservant Paul to a friend. The king has been in a high mood these days. The reason, of course, is a new interest. Thursday last, the king attended a performance of Lohengrin in the Wittelbacher Theater. He came in a fever, demanding that a man be found. The man, it was gathered, had been sitting in a box across from Ludwig and had drawn the king's attention by his beauty and his deep emotional response to the performance. The king declared that here, at last, is a sensitive soul. The man was tracked down and brought in for an audience. Upon my word, never have I seen any mind so in line with His Majesty's own. They discussed Wagner and France and Byron and all manner of things until long past dawn. The young man, beautiful indeed to look upon, met the king's enthusiasm and knowledge bit for bit. His Majesty had been in the thick of it ever since, and while I welcome his good temper, I grow tired of fetching letters back and forth to Louis, so called by His Majesty, that should tell you who the young man looks like at all hours of the night. The author has not been able to learn much about Louis, but he was known to have been a seemingly high-bred foreigner, and he was involved with Ludwig as late as 1880 when he fell into disfavor. The king, especially later in life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature. His diaries are full of repentant entries begging God for forgiveness and swearing to remain pure. In many of his diaries, he swears to abstain from sexual relations. The number of these oath entries indicate that Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation. Yet it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man, and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and conscience to sin.
The king, especially later in life.
Yeah. I'm reading this to see if that's knowledge that
his diaries are full of
will
repentant entries
mark it as
begging
read
God for
by
forgiveness
grace.
and swearing to remain pure. In many of the diary entries, he swears to
Very
abstain
curious.
from sexual relations.
So I wonder if this
The number of
Louis
these oath
is also the
entries
Black
indicate
Wolf.
that Ludwig was not
And
very
perhaps
successful in resisting temptation.
also von
Yet
Glauer.
it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man, and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall,
Very, very
he never
curious.
surrendered his heart and his conscience.
I mean,
to
von
sin.
Glauer is a beautiful man. So perhaps he is one and the same. Very curious. All right, so we already read the letter from Gabriel. I don't think, what else do we need? I guess that's it for here, right? Like, are we going to hear the telephone when we're in the office, or do we need to, like, go to this view? No, looks like no. Okay. Well, continue on. I don't think, where else can we go? Back.
Ritter ancestors, I assume.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing in the secret passage, right? There's nothing down here.
Grace Nakamura.
Yep. You're doing a great job, Grace.
How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers.
Yeah, nothing here. All right, well, I guess one of the few places we haven't looked is the church. So I guess let's explore there. I still don't know if we found what we need to investigate the church, because there seems like there's different graves there that are very distinctive. So maybe at some point we need to investigate one of the graves, and we have to figure out which one it is before we can do it. That'd be my guess. That's like classic adventure game logic. You know, we can only move one of them. Oh, she's back.
I don't want to disturb her.
Okay. Priest is gone, though. Alright, so yeah, we want to go in here, right? Oh! Wait a second, isn't that Gerda?
I
Yeah.
wonder what she's up to.
Huh. Man, everyone's got great trench coats. Oh, did she put the heart there? Yeah, we saw that earlier when we were playing as Grace. Huh. Again, I feel like Grace and Gerda could be friends.
Oh my god. Gerda was in love with Wolfgang.
Oh. So that's Wolfgang Ritter. Huh. Interesting. I wonder, oh, do you know what? I wonder if we can make peace with her now. I wonder if we can... We never got the chance to. It seems like we couldn't take it, but maybe we needed to see that first. Maybe we can actually go get flowers for her. Hold on. Come on, game. Game. There we go. Yeah, maybe we can actually make peace with her and be like, hey, you know, I see you obviously loved Wolfgang very much. I just wanted to give you these flowers to place on the grave for him. Come on, let's hurry. Yeah, I wonder if that's the way we can now get her on our side, and maybe she can help us with the investigation now. Yeah. Aha! Now we can get some flowers. I think we're on the right track here. Yeah, maybe this will let her, or maybe not let us help her, but it'll open up the opportunity for her to, let's say, point us in the right direction of maybe how we're going to get to these castles, or maybe something about Ludwig II that we didn't know. Again, I love how much detail they put into, no, you're going to pick a whole bunch of flowers. No, we are not going to cut ahead to you just with flowers. Yes, yes. Okay. Good to go. All right, back to the church. That's my best guess. If you see someone mourning, I would imagine flowers would make them feel better if they could place them on the grave, right? Or I guess not grave, it's more like a tomb, but you know what I mean.
Candace.
All right, and go, go, go. Yeah, this is my guess. We'll see, though. To the church. Into the back. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, hell yes. I mean, I hope this works. Yeah, it seems like she really loved Wolfgang. And we don't need to be enemies. See, you know, extend a rose branch, you know, to turn the phrase.
That's better, don't you think?
See?
I'm so sorry.
Aw.
I was an idiot.
Gabriel and I, we never...
I know. It's my fault. It's Gabriel's fault. He never tells me anything.
Well, he really doesn't.
I don't know why he didn't want me on this case.
Maybe he just...
Don't even try to make excuses for him.
Yeah, don't make excuses for Gabriel.
Still.
He's an idiot.
He's up to his neck in it.
Like a charming idiot, but, you know. Charming,
Will
lovable,
you help me out with something?
dumb.
Of course.
I have to do some research on Ludwig. I want to go see some of his castles.
Oh, is she going to help us get to the castle?
Take Gabriel's car.
Oh. Okay. That makes
There's a map of
sense.
southern Bavaria in the car. Ludwig's castles are all marked.
Okay, so now we get to investigate the castles as Grace.
Thanks.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh.
Good luck.
Oh, Gerda. Oh, that's actually that's a good play on words. Olivine L. That's good. I mean, if you were gonna write a character like that, I feel like that they have to be like a peacemaker, right? If you literally name someone the olive tree branch, I feel like you gotta have them be, you know, I guess like a negotiator almost would probably be the best role. That's fun, especially, you know, if someone recognizes
I have the car keys now.
the wordplay you're going for. That's good. All right, let's give ourselves a little save here. Vroom to Doom. And bam. Yeah, funny though. That is funny, Colt. Life is full of funny coincidences. Alright, so now we can start exploring outside of just Rittersburg here. Okay. So, obviously this is where Gabriel is. I'm assuming this just takes us back to Rittersburg. And we have... I think that's it, right? Like, what if we go here? Okay. It is just Rittersburg here. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so where do we want to go? I guess we don't really have a direct lead on where we should go, so... start with one and see what we get. Time for a new location, though, which is very fun. So far, we've been exploring the same spots. Oh, who's this?